Thank you, Ayla. You didn't have to do that for me. I say that every time, but yeah, you could actually be here today. Hey. Hello. Good evening. I'm here. It is 1:19 a.m. on Friday, January 30th. I am here late again, as always. It's just like the normal stream time for me now. But I'm here. Skipped last night, like I said I was going to. I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, but I still got to relax, and that was good. Tonight, I just got done. I'm gonna take a sip here. I've been doing a few things after work, and I just kind of got held up. Also, Vinny and Redvox broadcast their new album tonight, Retcon, and it was pretty good. It's up on most streaming platforms now, I think, and usually they upload it to YouTube as well, but not sure if that's going to be in the next few days or so. Still, it was pretty good. Pretty good. I do enjoy Redvox. As you may or may not know, I went to 2 Redvox concerts last year. The one at MagFest and the one at White Eagle Hall in June. I went there with Nessie. Fun times. They actually played some of the songs from Retcon at least at the White Eagle Hall one, because obviously at that point they were already, writing. They've already written most of the songs that were going to be on the album. And yeah, it's cool. I actually didn't even know that the album was coming out this week until Vinny said so, like earlier, like a Monday or so. It's cool. So, there's been some gaming news recently, like quite a bit of it actually. I'm trying to think of like where it started. Well, I guess we could kind of pivot to it from something else. So last weekend was the big Dragon Ball 40th anniversary presentation. And we got some cool announcements. We're finally getting the next arc of the story animated, though that might not be for like 2 years apparently, because the woman who voices Goku, Nozawa, said she didn't even know about it until the event. So it's probably in like pre-production right now. That said, we're also getting sort of a remake, like a remaster Kai version of Dragon Ball Super, where they're going to cut each arc down into like 6 episodes or so. Supposedly right now it's just the first 2 arcs. It's just the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F arc, but knowing how they want to, because it's going to be called DB Super Beerus, and the new season is going to be called DB Super Galactic Patrol. So what I'm thinking is that each of these story arcs is going to be like DB Super subtitle, and that's how they want the series to be kind of structured. So that way, when they do future arcs, they could just have that arc be DB Super, like, new subtitle. And that way they could ditch the whole weekly... Oh, just spilled something. A little drop of liquid there. That way they could ditch the whole, like, weekly for years type schedule thing. Because I know One Piece is ditching that too. Starting in April, they're going to, like, a seasonal format, which I guess people have kind of wised up and realized that's probably better all around. That rather than having 1 episode a week for like 48 weeks a year. Gives people the opportunity to pace things out better. So yeah, that's happening. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that Dragon Ball's finally moving forward following Toriyama's death, and it's unfortunate that he's not here, but I'm glad the series still lives on. The person who handles the manga now is pretty much like his successor, like the person who got trained up to handle the series. So I think they're doing a pretty good job with it so far. But I guess time will tell when we see the new stuff get animated, how it actually plays out. Hopefully it's good. That said, we also got news of a new Dragon Ball game happening that doesn't have a finalized title right now. It's just called Age 1000, which is interesting because that's far future from where Dragon Ball currently takes place in its own timeline. Like Dragon Ball Super takes place in like the 740-ish years, because it's, again, obviously it doesn't follow real world time, but yeah, this is implied to be like 200 something years later, which is interesting because that's apparently when Dragon Ball Online took place. So people are thinking that we might be getting like a Dragon Ball Online retelling with a new character and not like exclusive to one country. which would be pretty cool if true. Again, no major details have been revealed for it yet, so we're still kind of waiting on to see how that plays out. Rumors are going around of a Nintendo Direct next week. Usually the one in February is the big one, but supposedly due to the deluge of information that Nintendo, because this week was a busy week. Nintendo revealed something almost every day this week, and due to that, from what I'm hearing, them Pokemon rumors. From what I'm hearing, next week's is gonna possibly, not next week. It might be the week after. It might be next week. I don't know. It's apparently gonna be a partner direct, which doesn't necessarily mean no first party stuff. Just, mostly gonna be third party, which is good. Switch 2 definitely needs some third party support. And it would be good if we could start moving away from the game key card thing. Hopefully. Maybe this will be the direct where that finally stops being like the primary medium for physical releases. They're not physical if they're on game key cards. Let's be honest. Let's not fool ourselves here. So yeah, that might be next week. I don't know if I'm gonna react to it. We'll see. We'll see if I'm up to it. Did anything happen this weekend? So this week's been kind of like all over the place. We got news of the Mario Wonder update that's coming in, was it March? That's looking okay. It's looking like, again, it's mostly multiplayer stuff with like a few additional details added in, but it's like I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I am getting a Mario, the Elephant Mario amiibo. I've already pre-ordered it because I really want that. But yeah, that's interesting. As it gets closer, I might check it out. But it seems like most of the content's not going to be worth the price of admission. Kind of like the DK Bonanza DLC, which to me is still like the weirdest thing they've done, because that game is so nice and full, and then like the moment I beat it, they were like, "Here's DLC for it that's not worth it for $20," and I'm like, I'm good. For once, I'm actually good, and I'm not going to buy it. We got the Splatoon version 11 update this week, which I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried that, and I haven't tried Animal Crossing since the updates came out. Those, or the Splatoon one, like, changed things up severely. They added a whole new mechanic to the game, where if you splat three enemies in a row in a match, you get like a bonus, like you get like it's called aura flow, or flow aura, where you actually start like painting the ground around you. Yeah, severe woomy. And you can also see the enemy you can also see the enemy's health now, which is again interesting. It's not the thing you would expect from Splatoon after all this time. It's interesting because like none of the stuff that they added was really like Switch 2 exclusive. I mean, obviously it can't be Switch 2 exclusive, the game's on Switch 1, but like none of the features they added would really take advantage of the Switch 2, which again is probably out of necessity, because we don't want to put like mouse aiming in Splatoon 3 when people are still playing it on Switch 1 and won't have that benefit. That being said, I think the motion aiming might equal it out. This song's not good. That sound is not that loud in the actual game. Yeah, it's cool though. But yeah, gaming stuff. It got leaked, and I mentioned this earlier this week. It got leaked, but the release date for Scott Pilgrim EX was revealed. It's coming out. I think it's, what is it, March? Like early March. They revealed a couple new characters for it, which admittedly I don't know if there's been much footage of the game. So used to the Canvas Curse version of this song. I've played Kirby 3 more than I've played Canvas Curse. So that's coming out soon. The trailer did drop, and they revealed a couple new characters for it, which is interesting. They definitely are leaning a bit into the series that came out a couple years ago. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which by the way, highly recommend that. It's a reimagining of the story with like a completely different outcome to it, and it's fun. It's fun. As someone who greatly enjoys that series, it's a fun watch. So yeah, that's gonna happen. And then what else? What else did we get? Like, I actually have to kind of rack my brain here because I don't remember. There's so much. So we talked about Dragon Ball. We talked about Mario, Splatoon. We got the overview trailer for the Virtual Boy release coming out on the Switch and Switch 2 mid-February. It's February 17th. Unfortunately, no caving on the headset. You do in fact need the headset or the cardboard headset to actually play, to actually see the games, which is stupid. They show the games off in the trailer in 2D. There's no reason they couldn't just make it available in 2D. That's really, it's really dumb, and I'm not too happy about that. Overall, nothing amazing, but stop. Nothing super amazing, except they showed something off that was kind of cool here. So it has rewind and save states like everything. Like the whole menu system is that ugly red. They're gonna add color changing to it later, which again, why later? Why not just have that at launch? Where's the other stuff? Check out what each button does. The fact that Mario Clash is not going to be there at launch. Jack Bros, which is probably the reason to play it. I've wanted to play Jack Bros, so if I can. Yeah, they're coming out with... They're actually putting some of the unreleased games, including an F-Zero game, like, spin-off for the Virtual Boy. And, yeah, it looks exactly like you'd imagine it to look. Red outlines everywhere. And rudimentary 3D. And then this, D-Hopper game, which looks like, Jumping Flash, if you've ever heard of that game. I imagine that game would look great on the Virtual Boy, just because of the depth, like, the depth of view that you get on the system. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, this being advertised as coming later, and the fact that, like, you actually need to modify... Yeah, not applicable for the Virtual Boy cardboard model. You can only do it with the basic mod. It's so dumb. Why do they have to make it so complicated? I'm not getting the headset. If it was less expensive, I might have considered it. But $100 for a piece of plastic to slip the Switch into? No, thank you. I'm good. The other thing, too, is that even if I got it, there's no way to stream it. Like, I'd have to just stream it via... Like, I'd have to emulate it anyway. So what's the point? It's just another one of those things that's like why put it in if you're gonna make it so complicated and so like unfriendly to use it? I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know, that's all. This is all small fry compared to the main event for this week, which was hold on one second while I get the stream chat up there. Blech. Oh, where is it? Oh, it was live, that's why. So it's not actually a video. Here's the Scott Pilgrim EX trailer, actually. I wanna look at this again. So, I mean, they're sticking with the tried-and-true beat-em-up formula for it, though it does, from what I've seen before, I think there's some, like, RPG elements to it. I think it's actually more of, like, a Metroidvania than, the previous one, which is just kind of a straight, like, beat-em-up side-scroller. But yeah, they're making Matthew Patel playable, which is funny because in the, you know, in the comics and the movie, he was defeated, like, he's like the first enemy that shows up, and he gets defeated easily. But in Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, he has a much different role, and I guess that's why they put him in as like a playable character in this one. March 3rd, okay. So, I might want to play Scott Pilgrim vs. the World before then. I've had the physical edition for Switch for a long time, and I don't know if I do a full playthrough with every single character, just because I've already played through most of it with most of the characters already. But I would like to at least do a playthrough. Also, I'd like to do an unboxing, because I have the special edition physical version. I haven't played the Switch version yet. I've played it on Xbox 360. Glad the robots here. I was always sad they were cut from the movie, and I was so happy they returned in the show. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that they were cut from the movie. What else? Yeah, it looks neat. You know, like, it's weird that Scott Pilgrim's just become relevant again over the last couple years. Want to do the original game co-op? Can we do co-op online? On Switch? The twins in general are like barely in the movie outside of that one spectacle scene. Yeah, that's right. They were beaten very easily in the movie. Pretty sure there's online, yeah. Okay, actually, we could set that up at some point very soon. Last thing, and this is the thing that's going to take the longest to talk about, probably. We got the Tomodachi Life Direct.
Hello to everyone watching.
And why not? I've already watched the whole thing multiple times.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
But I figured, you know, we could maybe do a quick thoughts and reactions on it.
Which you can customize and interact with.
That's interesting because the original release of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on 360 was notably did not have online on it, and that was when online play was really getting like popular for like games like that.
Take a look.
The residents on this island are called me characters.
So right away, people are talking about the fact that they had to re-explain what Miis are because it's been so long since they've like played a prominent role in anything that people that younger gamers probably don't know what they are.
Someone you really admire.
So yeah, that makes me feel young. That's me right there, that old lady crocheting.
Based on the Miis you create as residents. Let's see how you can be
Excuse me.
living the dream.
How's the volume on that though? Though it sounds kind of low.
We'll begin by creating the first resident. There are
Okay, so you can answer questions to kind of generate a Mii. Just generate one from scratch like any of the Mii makers. You can just take a Mii that's already on your system, or take a Mii that's already on the island. In some roundabout way, that still means you could like import your old Miis. Like if you put them on the Switch through an amiibo, then you can you could transfer them here. It's man. It's a bit frustrating. I was hoping that they'd announce, like, if you have a Switch 2, you could use a webcam to scan Tomodachi Life 1 QR codes and transfer characters over directly and have them just converted into Living the Dream characters. But no, apparently not. You have to kind of do it a convoluted way no matter what, because either you have to make the Mii you have to transfer the Mii up through an older platform, or you have to make it on the Switch, or you have to make it in the game. So no matter what you do, there's steps that you have to take to get it over. That sucks, but it's also, I feel like the game's also kind of built around that because the game is not big at first. It's not like Tomodachi Life for the 3DS where you had the 100-room apartment from the very beginning. We both have it on Switch, so it doesn't matter, but apparently it has cross-platform multiplayer. Oh.
Let's try creating a college student. She'll appear as a character throughout the Direct. From face types to hairstyles.
That last option, create based on an existing Mii. Wonder if you could do the thing where you, in The Sims, where you could take two characters and combine their genetics instead of having to go through the whole childbirth process. Maybe.
One's unique to this game. You can even can choose the shape of ears.
There's definitely... Okay, wait, I just noticed. Like, there's definitely some feature... Like, that mouth with the cat mouth with the little smiley, that's not in the standard Mii Maker.
Created them. You can adjust their height and
But, you know, I very much appreciate that Nintendo still uses, like, the normal Mii Maker. Also, I just realized that shirt is full of, like, Mii parts. Narrator explicitly states there's new parts, yeah. I like the elf ears. I admire that Nintendo has, like, stuck to their guns with the Mii Maker and never really, like... They never really changed it too much. Like, obviously, Topia on the Switch had, like, that big, like, elaborate painting thing, and this game has makeup. But they never really changed the core function of Mii design, which is really cool, because it makes them, like... It kind of makes them timeless. Like, they may look better, but they're still the same design and stuff as they've always been, which I've brought up a couple times, because there's actually, like, a whole thing on my Nintendo account. They probably won't backport it to the main Mii Maker. Probably not, no. Because the thing is, the Miis are never used in anything anymore. Like, this is the first game that they've been relevant in since the Miitopia port. And Nintendo Switch Sports, which they tried to not emphasize the Miis because they wanted you to use the avatars instead. Which, admittedly, Bird Person looks really cute. As far as the system, Mii Maker added anything to them at all, yeah. Yeah, it's weird, especially with, like, how much they downplay it. Again, it's kind of like that, like, problem where, like, they invent something, and then they're like, well, shit, we gotta keep this forever now, but we don't want to make it a focus of the console, so we have to, like, bury it in the options menu. I mean, even Amiibo itself, like, it's kind of not even front and center on the Switch. You have to go into the menu to find the spot where you could scan them in. I lost my train of thought now regarding what I was going to say regarding the Miis. Oh, yeah, no. So, on the My Nintendo account, let's see if I could... Actually, no, I probably can't find it just because it's gonna have to require me to log out. On my My Nintendo account, it actually shows, like, my account and the Mii I've used to represent myself. And it's really funny because it's the same Mii over the years, except I've gradually gotten balder and I've grown a bigger beard. So I've had no beard with longer hair, like medium beard with medium hair, and then, like, big beard with small hair. I could probably find it, but... Actually, wait, I could probably find it easily. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I actually know where I've posted it, so... Yeah, here it is. I'm just going to post that in Discord real quick so I can show it on stream. Don't think there's any identifying information in there, right? No. So this is really funny. This is like when I was logging into my Nintendo Network ID last time I needed to, it was like, please select a Mii, and I'm like, oh, these are all the same one. It's just the evolution of how I appear over the years. College age, post-college, and then, like, current. And it's really funny that I went from having, like, the stubble to, like, the full beard, and then my hair is just gone.
And gender.
This game has some outfits from Tomodachi. I actually want my strawberry sweater back.
You can pick their dating preferences and more.
So, non-binary. Everyone freaked out. Awesome. Great. It's a single option, but you know what? It's still more than any other game has ever probably given us at this point. That's not from an indie dev. The fact that they straight up use the term non-binary instead of just like none or neutral is good. Good job, Nintendo. It's like, of all the companies to listen, Nintendo of all people, like, saying like, no, you could just be non-binary, and our new family-friendly, everyone can play it type game is excellent. When I go to the Nintendo website, it still calls you Dr. Ye for some reason, despite my profile being named Goobway literally everywhere else. I remember that happened to me as well. Well, mine still calls me Zai, even though I don't use Zai anywhere. I think it's based off, like, the name you signed up with. Didn't want to cry a bit from happiness, so I was so scared this wouldn't happen, all would exceed expectations, yeah. So this is actually not the gender. There's the gender. It's like the same exact menu. But yeah, you can also set dating preferences. So you can be gay, you could be bi, you could be straight, you could be pan, whatever you want. You could be ace if you just put all of them off, which is great. it's essentially the best way of working around it without having to straight up say, like, oh, I want to be straight, or I want to be bi, or I don't want to date anyone, or I want to be ace. It's just like, okay, you just pick nothing or pick everything. It's up to you. Great work. Good inclusivity by Nintendo. I mean, it's they do a lot of terrible shit, but this is obviously, quite the opposite of that. And yeah, I'm happy about that. I'll probably be putting quite a few non-binary people. I don't know if I'd make myself non-binary on the island, though. I say I'm not. I say I'm non-binary, but then, like, I usually just use he, him pronouns anyway, so it's like, whatever.
Pick their voice.
My name is Angie. My name is Angie.
So I don't think delivery was in the original game.
Answer some questions about their personality.
Also, I just noticed,
It's nice to meet.
this is the simple menu, so, like, there's probably even more to this, unless it's the custom menu. I can't tell which one's highlighted. But if this is the simple menu, then I want to see what the custom menu's like. But yeah, I don't know. I know speed, pitch, and depth were there. Was delivery part of the original one? I don't think it was.
Shoot.
Then answer some
Deadpan
questions
delivery.
about their personality. And everyone,
Was it?
meet
Was the
Angie,
last game that
an outgoing,
straightforward
friendly
with
college student.
the stats? I think it was.
It's nice to meet you.
In this game, non-binary is other.
I'm Angie. I can't wait to start living here.
Oh, it looks like something is clouding Angie's mind. What's up?
I'm hungry.
Oh, how about some flan?
I have like a metallic taste in my mouth, and it's really annoying me. And I'm kind of worried because I got a thing of I don't know if you've heard of it. I got a thing of Brasso today, which is like metal cleaner. It's like a kind of creamy metal cleaner that you put in a rag and then wipe on metal to polish it. And I'm sure I took good care not to like put any of that near my mouth, but
Kind of gives me the
I don't know. I'm kind of worried that like this metal taste I'm tasting is from that
That
cleaner.
Ah, yeah, about that. The island is pretty barren at first. Angie needs some company, so let's create some new island residents.
I didn't realize how like angular the island was at first, which makes sense when they revealed the building expansion thing. But flan, yes, I haven't had a good flan in forever.
Patrick. He's kind and kinda aloof. Dr. Winters, Angie's mentor and professor.
Yum.
Carlo, a barista at the local cafe.
Wow, I completely forgot this guy was in there. People have gotten attached to these fucking characters so goddamn fast. This man has become a Tumblr sexy man in hours after this presentation happened. It's wild that just like a set of generic me's they made, which by the way are exclusive to the North American trailer for this. The European one has completely different characters in it. They have like a straight up clown rather than a jester. But yeah, it's really funny how we are so starved for Tomodachi life that people immediately took to this like sample set of pre-made characters. Remember the whole style thing of Winks of using pronouns at all in Animal Crossing and Splatoon was a bit difficult for translations considering some languages aren't easy to do gender-neutral terms, Spanish. Well, it's like how Pokemon, they're like, what is your appearance? And it's like they give you clearly male and female appearances, but then try not to address it. But then during gameplay, some of the dialogue still refers to you as he or she. And it's like, why? You purposely went out of your way to make the appearance choice non-gendered. In Legend Z to A, you made us be able to equip clothes that were usually gender locked, and yet you still use male and female pronouns. Spanish doesn't have neutrals really, yeah. That's probably why, because it's just a one-to-one translation between them. Anyway, I kind of glazed over this every time I've seen this. I want to listen to this real quick.
Angie's childhood teddy bear. You can even make me characters by combining different features, or by using face paint.
Combining features and face paint, okay. So it doesn't look as, like, obviously it's probably not going to be as in-depth as the Miitomo, Miitopia. Miitomo's the mobile phone game. It doesn't look like this might be as in-depth as the Miitopia Mii Maker, but who knows? Because, I mean, in that game it was mostly just shapes anyway, so if they have the same depth of shapes, we're going to eventually see people making the same crazy Miis that they made in that game. The thing is with those paintings, though, is that they had very limited movement, like facial movement, just because the parts themselves couldn't really animate. Wait, were the bear ears a hairstyle? I think it's a hair bun that they colored brown. Let me see.
You can even make me.
Yeah, it's like they just chose buns and then made them brown, tied up, right here. Oh, so like you pick it and you can actually pick like the sub style. So you could do like one, both sides, or off to one side. And I'm sure if you hit that, then you could hit this to switch which side it is. And yeah, they made that. Sub color. You see it a lot in this trailer. Characters have like highlights at the end of their hair. I think that's what the sub color is. It probably highlights the edge. Actually, look, like these, you could set bangs and backs separately or the same. Text option in the face paint scares me. Jared Leto Joker's incoming. Wait a minute, where am I far back? Yeah, wow. That preview is really far back. Spam tin for Island, please. I will put spam. You know what? I've been thinking about this, and I'm going to get it, and I'm obviously going to stream it. I'm thinking of letting chat, like, call the shots in it for me. If that would be something that would interest people. Maybe not all the time, but have some people sometimes, like say, like, oh, put this Islander there, and I'll be like, sure. Absolutely. Actually, go to that. There wasn't a stamp button. There might be some Utopia-style stuff. Yeah. I don't think they show. They only show the stencil or the pencil tool. There's effects that looks like like the kind of sparkles you could put on some stuff. Fill tool, shapes, stamps, text, highlight, move, undo, redo, dropper. There's also an options menu, so I'm wondering what that is. There's a X down here near the palette, so you're gonna be able to change the colors. Pretty standard stuff. Hope there's still a way to have makeup be over the eyes and mouth so they emote properly. Maybe. I can't imagine there won't be, but I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be as wacky as Miitopia's Meme Maker, and I kind of hope it isn't, because then it kind of ruins the I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Even if the residents are friends in the real world, they won't know each other here. At least at first. There needs to be an opportunity for them to get acquainted.
So we got like they're going very Animal Crossing with the UI, like they just have like the two symbols there.
Bringing Crystal a little closer to Jess.
We haven't met yet, have we?
Have we?
Crystal. You're Crystal. I'm Jess.
Hope I can recreate my ensemble of Homestar Runner characters again, like you had in Miitopia. In my Tomodachi life, I had all the members of Achievement Hunter and Ruby, because that was back when I was like big into Rooster Teeth. So you get a lot more direct control over the Mii characters, which I mean is par for the course, you know. And the whole thing with Nintendo this generation has been like, make the game again, but with more control over it, so people could do what they want, like the island stuff in Animal Crossing.
What should we talk about to help them get along?
Well, here's a little conversation.
I have to open my. Cause I wish I could stream from my 3DS, because I have to open my Tomodachi Life file and see what Miis I have in there, and see which ones I want to move over.
Humorous. Say hello to Dr. Winters.
I have the special Shack Mii that they gave out for it.
Do you feel like talking about monster trucks?
Tell me, Dr. Winters, did you see that report on TV yesterday? The one about monster trucks?
Of course I saw it. I've been itching to talk to someone about it.
Oh, I was going to say, it was so boring that I fell asleep. I guess I'm just not that interested in monster trucks.
I imagine there must be a decent amount of dialogue for like this kind of situation.
Oh, that reminds me. Apparently Dr. Winters made a cameo in the report.
Is that right? Whoa. You know, maybe we do have a lot to talk about after all. I bet we could be good friends.
They hit it off.
Really weird because it sounded like he was being super dismissive of her interest in monster trucks. Worst things they had. Saw a fun stream the other day where they opened their Tomodachi safe on stream for the first time in years, which could have been potential been a mess if they had super dated Miis. Worst thing they had were like the Game Grumps. It's really easy to make Game Grumps Miis just because of those like chibi faces that they have drawn.
Somewhere else?
No, it's my fault. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then we're both fine. Good.
I do like how there's more build-up for this, because you know, in the original game, there wasn't a ton of like build-up before you actually got to the part where like you'd want to ask each other out
Of Angie falling in love.
or something like that. I can't
I'm
remember.
curious. Anyway, let's introduce some of the shops that bring the island to life.
I really have to go back and check. Saw a comparison of the scene in every version. For some reason, the Japanese version is the only one where they're on the sidewalk instead of the middle of the road.
Fresh Kingdom. The daily offerings include standard menus. Some days,
Fresh
though,
energy.
You might get some rather unusual options.
It is now time for crab, and of course it's
Yum.
60
Try
bucks.
finding your favorite eats.
I'm wondering how the money situation is going to be in this game because I remember in the 3DS one, it wasn't hard to get a ton of money, but you did have to put a lot of time into the game if you wanted to get like most of the items. No, my guac.
Tomorrow, Ramble. I'm a
Like the muscle suit. There's the hot dog suit.
Up your look, head to this shop. Next, the news station, MNN. It's your source for everyday happenings on the
Love
island.
that this is still here.
We've got a surprising news story for you. Early this morning, an unidentified creature with an extremely long neck was captured.
They're still doing like the PNGs with like the Miis over it, which is excellent.
You can also re-watch the news later if you'd like. Revamp your room with the home supply store TNC Reno. There are rooms for people who want to be
What
library
TNC stands for?
dwellers,
Tomodachi and... Or maybe Tomodachi.
who
I don't know.
dream of
That makes no
living in a
sense, actually.
supermarket.
Change of scenery is always nice.
Design your
I'm giving
room
Nessie
with
this
a
room.
plethora of options from
Nessie's
the
me is
shop.
gonna fucking love that room.
Here's the marketplace, where the items sold will change based on the current time.
There was something like this in
No luck.
Tomodachi Life. On the
Island.
From
amusement
quick
park part of the
finds
island.
to unique mystery bags. You might be surprised at what you discover.
A whole lion.
At Photo Tomo, you can choose a me, background,
This was also in
and placement. Then
the
snap a
original.
picture.
I don't think this was an area though. I think this was just an option. I can't remember. No, it was an area. It was an area. I think it was also on the small
Residence via
island.
photos.
Fun stuff.
Oh, it's Dr. Winters. What's on your mind?
Wonder if we'll get a return to generic shopkeepers being different in every region. Like we had blockheads, Europe had robots, and Japan had paper bag
Can we
heads.
get some more plants around here?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
That's
that
a
actually.
great idea.
You're right. When you didn't have enough
Anything
Miis,
specific?
the shops would not be stocked. The shops would not be run by the Miis. I wonder if you can assign Miis to certain shops as like their job. That'd be cool.
Let's spruce things up.
I also wonder what the
Well, look at
criteria for unlocking shops is, because we see at the beginning only the grocery store and the one house is
In
there.
addition to taking suggestions from residents, you can place landscaping items across the island.
Again, more of that New Horizonification
This is where quick build
of
comes in handy.
of games. Which, you know what? If there's a game that would allow this to happen, this is probably the best
You can
one.
purchase a variety of
Even
decorative
more so than
items,
Animal Crossing.
like benches and plants. You could even make a space for residents to hang out, like this. You can also move houses and shops around.
That's good because of all the stuff you could do. So I have to wonder, like,
Go ahead and change things up
what's the
to your
criteria for unlocking that? Because it didn't look like there was a charge to make like a piece of land appear.
liking. In due time. Creating
Shop
items
assignments might be
like
part of the
these
quirk system,
are
yeah.
possible with just your imagination.
This, like, the size of this map is freaking me out. I'm like, oh my god.
Here is an alien who's recently been popping up
Martianito.
in Andy's dreams.
I better see pine trees.
Mocha's friend Latte has
That's a good
also
question,
been
actually.
showing
If it's an island, I wonder if there's gonna be more than one type of
Becoming
tree.
Pretty lively. That's
The me wheel. Okay, so the
sporting a
Ferris wheel's still
smug
here.
stance.
If it isn't Patrick.
There's Dr. Winters waddling around town.
Hello.
And here's Jess, socializing skills and crossed arms at the ready. These tiny habits are called little quirks, which you can
I like
give
that one of
to
them could just let you float.
characters.
Apparently, something about these island millionaires make me want to trigger.
Feel a bit more
Makes
like
me want to
myself.
trigger SimCity disasters. Yeah.
The little quirks can differ.
Like, I'm wondering how long it takes to build an island that big. Like, how much? Like, I'm assuming it's going to cost money to add land. In-game money. Oh, don't. Why do you hate the
gift
corn?
them with phrases.
Yeah, I usually end up crying when I go to the movies. I don't know.
Some other little quirks include wiping away sweat or tossing and turning while asleep. Try finding the little quirks that match each me.
Does that mean you could set them, or like, is it just random?
Angie, why so glum?
Huh. Patrick shot me down.
Yeah, that'll do it. Let's get Hugh in here.
Why can I never keep my hoodie strings even? There's a rumor going around that Mocha is worried about you.
This would be a good mouse mode showcase game. Oh no, you're saying what if Nintendo made a new SimCity, like they did in the
I feel a little
SNES?
better.
See, the problem is, why would they do that themselves when they know they could just get another? Is it? I guess EA holds the rights to it now, right?
I'm so touched by Hugh Morris's kindness. And now my heart seems to be racing.
Protect Jesta.
Wait, is Angie falling for Hugh Morris?
EA owns Maxis
No
now.
kidding.
God, that's so sad about
We'll
that.
see how this unfolds.
No, but that's. I mean, it's not now. It happened years and years ago.
Oh, it's Crystal. She's out and about.
I love this, and unfortunately, this is also why the sharing options in this game are severely
Isn't
limited.
an ordinary pet. You can create it, all thanks to this workshop, Palette House.
I'm gonna make a bird. I have to make myself a
Here's how
bird
Crystal's
pet.
dog
Bird
was
pet.
made. But that's not the only thing you can create. A customized latte. Jess's favorite TV show. Or Patrick's sweater that lights up the night. You can make items to your heart's content.
Makes me think of was it Mission
Okay,
Hill
you could also
with that
design
talking,
the
that singing
exterior of a
Thai
house and
that
the
Kevin
ground.
has,
Yep, you can create items.
and then Andy throws it on the ground,
your
steps on it,
items.
so it just doesn't make noise
So
anymore.
go wild and make what you want at Palette House.
Oh man, we could get Pokemon Legends ZA style buildings in the game. That's awesome. Sorry, I know that's I know that's low hanging fruit. That's the lowest hanging fruit, but insta ruined by the West. Not even joking. So Nintendo announced that even though you can take photos and video footage of the game through the Switch, you can't upload it directly to the app. Which is stupid because you could still upload it to your phone via the local transfer, but they kind of don't want you to have easy access to sharing stuff just because there's so much user generated content in this game that people could easily just make awful shit in it. And yeah, the ghost of Swap Notes still haunts Nintendo to this day. Will Wright hasn't actually been with Maxis since 2009. Does he own the Sim City like license though? Because I imagine EA still owns it because they make the Sims. I love SimCity on the Super Nintendo. I have a cartridge of that game actually. I got it like way after the Super NES stopped getting games, but I have it. So like, what is the extent of this? Did they draw all of this? Like what? Are these all like individual buildings with people living in them? Like how does this work? That they made this like whole. I mean, it's kind of. I gotta be honest. It's a little too repetitive, with the fact that the signs repeat like every other building. But like, it's still wild. This looks nothing like any of the other shots we've seen of this.
Angie, what's on your mind?
Miss Swap Note was good stuff. Yeah, and then they came out with like Swap Doodle, and they didn't like change anything about it.
I need to tell him how I feel.
Oh, let's hope it goes well. We've got to cheer her on.
Where should I confess my love?
How about on a Ferris wheel?
How should I confess my feelings?
Arrogantly,
Why not the old-fashioned way?
desperately, with a catchphrase.
The perfect locale.
Bring back
for a
Nikki, goddammit.
profession of love.
Is she in Smash Ultimate? I can't remember. I'll put Nikki on the island if you want.
The truth is, you see, so humorous. I'm in love. I'm in.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. I'm totally in love with the view from here too.
Actually, that's not what I was going to say. I'm in love with you. Can we go on a date?
It's interesting because this
Hold it right there.
I like that it has the same jingle when people show up too.
Think me.
Jess is here?
Hold it right there.
And Dr. Winters, too?
Well, the one who truly, deeply loves Humorous is me.
I confessed my feelings first. That means I love Humorous the most.
Humorous. Which of us do you choose?
Pick one of us, once and for all.
I'm sorry. Whenever they would like reject everyone.
I'm so glad you feel the same, Dr. Winters.
Oh, poor Angie. She's been turned down a second time.
Why does my heart
Fuck.
hurt so much?
Guess EA owns the Sims names, but Maxis shut down after the mess that was SimCity 2013. They brought back new support studios with the Maxis name, but yeah, they're not much. Oh.
I want to try.
Oh yeah, I remember SimCity 2013.
That's a great idea.
What's something you think we'd enjoy
Take me down to the new
doing
SimCity
every
where the
day?
launch was botched and the game is shitty. So honestly, this is probably the coolest thing to me in this game. The fact that you can have people living together without like being in a relationship. You can actually just combine the apartments together
I think you're right.
into like separate units that have their room and then like a common area. That's so cool.
Word.
But it makes me wonder if marriage is even a thing in this game because we don't see anything about people
Well, if
like
we
married
were
couples living
live
together.
What's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day? Let's say it together. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Talking about when we met. We are so compatible. Let's move in together.
Good for you, Mocha. Here's their home.
I love it.
Looks like they're really living the dream. Here's their home.
So, well, first off, it's cool because they actually combine the two color, like the colors of everyone involved, and up to 8 people can live together. I've noticed Nintendo does this with a lot of like There's the stuff now, like not a lot, but like a couple games. Like when they make homes, they're these like prefab units. It makes me think of Tarrytown from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, as well as the houses in Hateno that the Bolson Construction Company makes. They're all just like single color, very boxy looking, very unit type housing. Some people may not like that. I actually love that aesthetic though. It just looks very clean and fun to me. Clean and nice.
Looks like they're really living the dream.
Yeah.
And best of all, Angie looks much happier too. Here in this big ol' house, up to 8 residents can live together.
So they have 8 unique rooms. 2 of the people are down there. Is that Jen? Yeah, it's kind of neat that there's just like a big like common area. I wonder if you could decorate this though, because this area expands obviously as they get more people in it. But I have to wonder if like this you could change the look of the common area as well as the individual rooms. Nintendo might possibly be the only chance a SimCity could have of returning if EA cooperates, considering I don't think EA is going to do it themselves at this point. Nintendo does consider the game an important piece of history with representation in Smash as an assist trophy and stuff. That's true. I don't know if they'd, go for another game in the series, but I don't know. Actually, what about the... Oh, no, that was probably Maxis, actually. They were still around when they made that. The GBA version of SimCity. We're just called the Tower SP.
Say the first name that comes to mind when you think of a fashion icon in this house. 1, 2, 3. Me.
Where's the bathroom? Probably behind that door on the bottom left.
The Miis on this island will live out their lives
Frog.
however they so choose. The Miis on this island
Frog.
will live out their lives however they so choose.
When is the game coming out?
When is the game coming out?
They might befriend someone, live together,
Always handling the cleanup.
or even fall in love.
Oh, I guess there is marriage.
How relationships change.
And of course, there's babies,
And
but...
help them out where you can.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like a better Tomodachi Life.
That concludes a basic overview of Tomodachi.
They should at least put the SNES game on Nintendo Classics.
What do
Yeah,
you think?
they should.
Soon, it'll be your turn to create your own island. What kinds of Mii characters would you make? Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th. The game will also be compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
So, kind of glad that there's not going to be a separate Switch 2 version. At the same time, the fact that there's not going to be any sort of unique Switch 2 functionality, like being able to use the mouse control, is kind of weird. I'm hoping the game at least, like there's something to playing the game on Switch 2, like a better frame rates or something, but I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't look like that visually intensive of a game, so I can't imagine it really would need the Switch 2's power to run super well. But yeah, it's coming out. When's it coming out? It's coming out April, right?
Tomodachi Life.
April 16th, okay. I've already pre-ordered the physical edition. So, yeah, we'll be playing it. We will be watching. We will be playing. There was a cute detail in the Japanese Direct. The main Mii they followed throughout the Direct had the same name as the baby that was born during the old Direct for the 3DS game. Aw, that's cute. I actually don't remember the Direct for the original game. I remember the Bill Trinan Mii. But, he's definitely taken a step back in terms of, like, being seen at, during Nintendo Directs. And yeah, that's, that's everything. Looks cool. Games are gonna slowly pick up. That means I only have a little bit of time to get through more games that I want to play now. So I need to start hoofing it a bit. And tonight, we are going to finish Mega Man 5. And I don't know how much time we're going to have, but I will start Mega Man 6 if there's enough time. So don't go anywhere, because I'll be right back. And we will start Mega Man 5. No, continue Mega Man 5, excuse me.